And there they go, fleeing. The producers, the innovators, the people whose bank accounts paid for this entire circus. They're leaving New York in droves, and people who drove them away are now in full-blown panic. Meet Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, the architect of the policies that have turned the Empire State into giant, expensive, crime-riddled escape room. And now she's on her knees, begging the very people she's been vilified to come back and pay the bills. In a display of shamelessness that is truly breathtaking, Hochul stood up and literally begged the city's wealthiest residents to return to the city and continue funding the state public handouts. She's not asking for ideas, she's not asking for the investment, she's asking for their wallets.
Okay. Cut me the checks.
She's treating them like a personal ATM to fund the bloated, failing government she created. This is the ultimate catch-22 of modern politics. First, you spend years demonizing the rich. You call them greedy. You tax them into oblivion. You create a hostile environment with crime and decay, and then act surprised when they leave. Then when your tax base evaporates and your budget is bleeding out, you have the audacity to plead with them to return and support the public handouts. It's like a farmer who poisoned his own fields and then begs the seed for a harvest. She says the wealthy are needed to fund the public good. Let's translate that to political speak into English. She needs them to fund the pensions, the bloated public sector salaries, the endless social programs that don't solve anything but create a permanent dependent class. She needs them to prop up a system that is fundamentally broken and unsustainable. This isn't governance, it's a hostage situation, and the rich are the hostages she can no longer afford to lose. But here's the thing about hostages: eventually they find a way to escape. Florida, Texas, Tennessee, they are going when they're wanted, when they're not seen as a piggy bank to be smashed open every time a politician makes a promise they can't keep. Hochul's plea isn't a strategy, it's a white flag. It's an admission that her entire economic model has failed. She's admitting that the state of New York cannot survive without the very people her party's ideology is built on attacking. So let the government beg, let her plea. It's too late. You can't spend years treating people like villains and then expect them to play the hero when you need a bailout. The producers have left the building, and all that's left are takers and the politicians who are desperate to find someone new to take from.